Hello, and thank you for joining me. My name is Claire and I'm here with a tarot and oracle card reading for you for the week ahead. So it's for the week beginning Sunday the 4th until Saturday the 10th of August. Now, I'm normally here with daily readings, but just throughout the summer I'm going to be doing weekly ones because I'm not going to be here a huge amount. Although I am still available for private readings. So if you like this reading and it resonates with you, you want to learn a little bit more about what's going on in your own life and want a more in-depth reading, then look in the description and there's a link to my calendar and you can book a reading via Zoom with me. So it doesn't matter where you are in the world, we can connect. Just to say that I've had a few people from the other side of the world hoping to get readings. So I've actually opened up my diary on Fridays to start at 8 a.m. So that should tie in quite nicely with people in Australia and New Zealand, that's their evening. So if that's something that interests you, do go ahead and book one of those days. And the other thing that I'm actually doing just for a limited period is Tarot Tuesdays. So I'm doing a reduced rate reading on Tuesdays. So normally I charge £45, British pounds. But on a Tuesday, I will be doing a reduced rate of just £30 for an hour's reading. So if that is something that really interests you, if you're in a bit of a budget and you like a bargain, then do go on the calendar. And if you've booked on a Tuesday, it will be at that reduced rate. But hurry, because I don't think they're going to be around too long. I think this week's already booked up. Okay, so I'm going to start with these chakra oracle cards for our reading today. I feel like these give one word to kind of sum up the energy that we've got. We've got a lot going on. Okay, we've got despondence, and that's quite interesting actually because we have a new moon this week on Sunday on the 4th. Followed the following day by Mercury retrograde. Mercury retrograde can be quite frustrating and it can often feel like the world's against us a little bit. And I've seen this lady here looking at this lady living her best life with the world within her, and this other lady's looking a bit cross, isn't she? Sometimes I feel with Mercury retrograde things can go wrong for us and we can see it as the world being against us. And I feel like this is a reminder that that's not the case. We can always look at this in a more positive light. When Mercury retrograde enters our world, it does cause a little bit of chaos sometimes. It means things get cancelled. It means we lose our keys or something goes wrong with our car. All sorts of things happen, but they happen for a reason. And I do really feel that having this retrograde period really near a Leo new moon is almost giving us the opportunity to slow down and stop. I do always feel that around the kind of Leo season, we get the opportunities to recharge and reset in some way. And if you're absolutely adamant that that's not for you and you're just going to push on through August, come what may, because there's things you want to do, and suddenly the universe is going, no, that's not going to happen. I think we've got a better idea actually. Then you can feel like the world is against you. But actually those times when we have to stop, whether we've looked forward to them, as in a holiday making us stop and reset, or they come unexpectedly and cause us to stop and reset and reevaluate maybe our worlds. I really do feel that that is coming in for us this week. I do love the Leo season. We have the Lionsgate portal this week too. I'm not going to, obviously this is a tarot reading, so I'm not going to go in loads and loads about the astrological aspects, but if you're interested in astrology, do look that up, the Lionsgate portal, because it's an amazing event that happens at this time of year. So for now, I'm going to see what other tarot cards we get. Okay, so that's lovely actually, because it's the two sides of the coin here, isn't it? It's seeing the best in life or focusing on the negatives. I feel like you've got a choice here. And I do, again, want to tie this into that Mercury retrograde. You know, when you really want to do stuff, but you haven't got time. And suddenly you do have time because your plans have changed unexpectedly. I do feel like you could perhaps get some benefit from that. Maybe get in touch with some friends, or there might be a chance meeting. You might have a meeting cancelled and you suddenly have 2 hours to go and catch up with somebody that you really love spending time with. I do feel that this is the opportunity to embrace that Leo season of being full of fun and adventure and going out and being very, very sociable. So I do feel that that is reminding us of the two sides of the coin. Sometimes when we're really focused on one thing, actually we're missing out on some other things. And I feel like that Three of Cups is coming in to say, you know what, you can actually raise a glass and just have a little bit of fun. So I do feel like there's a message coming in here that life is a marathon, not a sprint. You haven't got to rush through it. And maybe that's because the Olympics are on and I'm glued to the television quite a lot when the Olympics are on, because I do love watching them. But I do feel it's that idea of, working hard but celebrating and having fun do kind of come hand in hand, maybe. So hopefully that resonates with you. Okay, what else have we got? Well, we've got the Tower, and I guess I'm going back to this Mercury retrograde, but that is that disruption and that chaos and something out of the blue. It could even be a weather event that stopped you from getting where you need to go. Don't panic too much if you've got a flight to catch. But yeah, it is just that idea of sometimes unexpected things come in. And when things are out of our control, we just kind of have to roll with it and go with it and just see where we end up. But I feel like the message here, because this is a major arcana card, it's the idea of wherever we end up, that's where we're meant to be. So trying to kind of, pick ourselves up from that point and think, okay, this is where I am. I do feel like, again, there's that element of just resting and recuperating, not needing to react to it so much. And I also really feel it's very important at this point to say, not to try and push through. If you can really sense that the universe is trying to tell you to not do something, then listen. I feel sometimes we just don't, and we push through and push through and push through regardless, and it kind of comes back and bites us on the bottom sometimes. So I feel like that's a really important message. I'm also really drawn to the beautiful crystal that's in. This is Crystal Tarot by Philip Permut. Down the bottom there you can see the crystal, and this is titanium quartz. It's a beautiful crystal. I've just popped off to show you, get mine. And here it is. I don't think you can quite see the beauty of that, because to get the light shining in it, to see the beautiful rainbow colours inside there. But it is, actually bought this off of Philip when I went to his showroom. I try not to go too much because I spend a lot of money when I'm there. But let me just read you in his book what he says about that particular crystal, because I feel like that's going to be important for you. Titanium quartz will support you through changing situations where you need to adapt quickly, helping you make decisions and understanding the things going on around you. That I feel is quite important as well. When you just don't know what's going on, don't react, just let it settle, let yourself kind of work out. And Mercury retrograde goes on for a few weeks, and maybe it is going to be over a period of a couple of weeks where you're not quite sure what's happening, but know something significant is happening. So just kind of need to wait it out and see where you end up. So yeah, this does say it's also a very good crystal if your emotions are all over the place. And that's quite interesting, because I feel I also want to mention about the fact of not reacting to our emotions, but allowing ourselves to sit and process them without putting them out there in the world. You know, you can feel angry without being angry to other people, and you can feel sad and kind of work out what's going on and why, without maybe putting that out in the world for everybody else to see. So I feel that that's a really important message as well. And I feel, again, it's that idea of just sitting and being okay with the fact that you perhaps don't know all the answers this week. So I'm also now going to finish with another tarot card, but these are my animal tarot cards. So I do love these cards, and I feel that they always come out with a beautiful animal for us that's perfect for the week. So let's see who we've got. All right, well, we've got salmon. Salmon I love. It's the 9 of shells. So in a traditional tarot, it's the 9 of cups. I love the beautiful rainbow. I feel like that's very important after the storm. Obviously comes a brighter sunshine and perhaps the rainbow. If you want a rainbow, you have to put up with the rain. That's a lovely saying, isn't it? That I know Dolly Parton used. I do want to say for the salmon today, I'm getting the idea of having to swim upstream, going against the tide. So, and that's very interesting because obviously I did say to you about the fact of not going against the universe. So sometimes I feel like, okay, things are coming in that are a little bit different. Maybe we will have to react in a different way to everybody else, or maybe a different way that we have previously done. Perhaps try it this way, try it a different way. So I feel like the salmon is coming in to say that, because obviously they're the only fish that do that jump up the stream. So I feel like there's a message coming in here about finding the pack that you belong to. And I'm getting this very weird image of all the other fish think salmon are a bit weird because they swim the wrong way. You could take that in a number of different ways, couldn't you? But I feel like this is finding all these salmon get each other because they're all doing what they want to do. And I do think that that's a really interesting turning point, isn't it? Because sometimes when we've got that tower, sometimes when we feel like things aren't quite right for us or we don't quite fit, we find people, and I feel like this is finding our people, finding people that relate to us, finding people that understand us. I do feel there's going to be a bit of a shake-up here. But I do feel that is moving towards you, and I feel like you are the salmon, becoming affiliated or joining with people that make sense to you and you make sense to them. Okay, so sometimes in life when the tower comes in, it does strip us of things that perhaps we're in, be it relationships, friendships, jobs, locations, just mindsets. It kind of clears the way, and it clears the way for something new and something better and something that's more in line with our higher purpose. I feel again that is connected to the Leo energy that we've got at the moment, and that Lionsgate portal and the Mercury retrograde. So it's all kind of being jumbled up, and we're going to just have to go with all those very different energies for now. But it is leading us to a place where ultimately we're doing what feels right. And you know, salmon, all the other fish don't get them, but it feels right for them and it works. So yeah, be more salmon, I think, is the message today. So that's this week's. I'll be back again next Sunday on the 11th with another reading for you. So don't forget, if you like this channel, please do like and subscribe. And if you do want a private reading with me, then do click on the link to my calendar. There's also my website there as well if you want to have a little look at that. And I hope to see you soon. Thanks so much. Bye for now.